Coming up on tonight's broadcast, OSU starts a new major, the Red Cross arrives on campus,
honoring the women's suffrage movement, and of course, we'll have your local weather forecast and a look at sports. All that and more right here on the Beaver News.
Good evening and welcome to the Beaver News. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I'm Joe Hedberg.
And I'm Brittany Mangold.
Beginning fall 2012, incoming freshmen as well as current students will have the option of pursuing a degree in digital communication arts at Oregon State University. Faculty members belonging to OSU's College of Liberal Arts, President Ed Ray, and the state of Oregon itself have decided to replace the current new media communications major with a more intensive and disciplined digital communication arts program that focuses primarily on aspects of media such as management, society, and production. The digital communication arts program differs from new media communications by offering a BA, BS, and a BFA, with a BFA degree in production specialty, requiring far more credits than current BA in new media communications. In addition, a liberal arts core will not be required for those who pursue the BFA in production. Jeff Hale, current chair of the new media communications department, said that the new major is more responsive to the interest of students and the marketplace.
Corvallis was one of 90 cities chosen by the American Heart Association to host their newest fundraising event, Heart Chase. May is America's Stroke Month, and the American Heart Association established this event with hope to raise awareness of the link between childhood obesity and strokes. Unlike the traditional 5K run fundraiser, Heart Chase is a team event where groups of 2 to 5 individuals race to 10 different checkpoints to complete games, puzzles, and other challenges. Prizes will be handed out to the winners of the race, and afterwards, participants can enjoy live music, food, and activities provided by vendors and local businesses. Heart Chase Corvallis will be held at the Good Samaritan Regional Medical Center on May 19th at 10 a.m. Teens can sign up at corvallisheartchase.org.
Police made an arrest last Wednesday in regards to the stabbing of OSU student Justin Broch that took place near campus on the night of May 3rd. 19-year-old Jacob Allen Cummings was identified as the suspect and charged with assault in the first degree, attempted murder, and unlawful use of a weapon. A Benton County jail release report said Cummings was released after he posted a $100,000 bond on Thursday afternoon.
The OSU Spring Term Blood Drive kicked off today, and for the last time this year, students and Corvallis residents have the opportunity to give back to society by donating blood. Oregon State University and the Red Cross team up once per term to produce the largest blood drives in the Pacific Northwest. And according to the American Red Cross, there has been a decline in blood donations around the nation this spring compared to last as a result of people experiencing bad allergies due to the high levels of pollen. Unfortunately, Corvallis is known to produce massive amounts of pollen each spring, but for those of you who feel healthy and are considering donating, keep in mind that only one donation can save up to 3 lives. The drive is located in the MU Ballroom from 11 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday and 9 to 2 p.m. on Friday.
I don't know about you, but I think it's great that we have a blood drive here every term, and students are always so involved.
No, really, I donate each term, and it's really, you're giving back, plus, the donuts are my favorite part as well. And to celebrate individual accomplishments from the current school year, the Native American Longhouse of OSU hosts the annual Salmon Bake for members of the community to attend. The annual Salmon Bake adopts end-of-the-season traditions from Oregon tribes as a way to educate students about the local Native American culture. For instance, a family from the Warm Springs Reservation, referred to as the Fire Pit family, donates their time to set up the traditional way of baking salmon by laying down a large pit of burning coals surrounded by speared salmon fillets. 9 tribes of Oregon donate most of the salmon for the bake, and there will be Native American drumming, dancing, and singing performed by individuals from several tribes. The Salmon Bake occurs this Wednesday from noon to 3 p.m. outside the MU on the Bricks.
As a reminder, the last day to withdraw from a course given by OSU is this Friday, May 18th, and will show up as a W on the transcript. Friday will also be the last day in which you can SU a class this term. Students may request a maximum of 36 credits for graded satisfactory or unsatisfactory. For more information on alternate grading, go to the Registrar's Office in Kerr Administration Building or check out their website through the OSU homepage.
As a political year, the conversation has certainly focused on the many upcoming elections. However, this year also marks an important anniversary for women in the political scene. 2012 is the 100th anniversary of the women's right to vote in Oregon, and Corvallis is celebrating this historic event with drama, history, and of course, dessert. In addition to dessert in the performances, historic photos illustrating the history of women in Benton County will be on display, and the County Elections Office will staff a voters' registration table. This centennial celebration of women's right to vote in Oregon begins at 7 p.m. this Wednesday at the Majestic Theater downtown Corvallis on 2nd Street.
For the last few weeks, the student legislature has been looking at a bill to separate the Human Services Resource Center from the Associated Students of Oregon State University. The bill passed unanimously, allowing for the HSRC creating its own budgeting board under Student Incidental Fee Committee. The center's board, which includes both students and professionals, will continue to govern the center. Before the vote on the bill took place, Vice President Soko Eath said that he supported the bill.
Another event here on campus dedicated to commemorate the centennial of the women's suffrage in Oregon is the Women's Citizen film series. Women Citizens is a series of events to educate the public about the women's history and issues, and to encourage political and civic involvement. This year, a documentary by filmmaker and former fashion model Nicole Clark will play at Owen Hall Room 101 tomorrow at 6 p.m. The documentary, titled Cover Girl Culture, explores the effects of advertising on young women's self-esteem and body image. Women have come a long way in the past 100 years, but this documentary brings to light the issues presently affecting women in society. The Women Citizens events are actually run by women themselves who are devoted to the continuation of women's development in society.
No longer will the Oregon Department of Administrative Services take care of insuring OSU's employees, equipment, and property. The passage of Senate Bill 242 means that beginning this July 1st, Oregon State University and its fellow OUS institutions must begin providing their own coverage. The types of insurances the university must maintain range from oceanographers working on ships in Antarctica, student groups traveling to various competitions, to football games that may attract 45,000 fans, and a lot more in between. Brian Thorson's OSU Director of Business Services Administration says that the campus community needs to be aware of this change. Those who stayed in Corvallis over the weekend got to experience some beautiful sunshine.
And to see if the sun's going to be sticking around this week, we now go to Cassidy Gilroy. Cassidy?
Good evening, Corvallis. My name is Cassidy Gilroy, and tonight I have your 5-day forecast. So tonight we have a low of 48 degrees, and on Tuesday the high will reach 82 degrees with the low of 46 degrees. Wednesday, 75 degrees will be the high and the low will be 43 degrees. And on Thursday it will cool down just a little bit with a high of 66 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. But on Friday it picks back up with a high of 70 degrees and a low of 39 degrees. So be sure to pack that sunscreen because it's going to be a lovely week. And that has been your look at weather. I hope you guys have a good evening and I'll see you all next time.
Thanks, Cassidy. It looks like the weather is going to be cooling down a little, but at least it'll still be nice and sunny. And with the rapid growth of student enrollment, Oregon State University and the City of Corvallis established a community planning partnership in order to address the issues associated with the increasing population. Such issues include parking and traffic, housing livability, and neighborhood planning. The Community Planning Partnership is holding an open forum this Wednesday at 5:30 in the LaSalle Stewart Center. Students, faculty, and residents are encouraged to come and express any concerns or ideas for improvement.
Michael Fashana has been chosen to be next year's Memorial Union president, in which he was chosen from a field of 4 final candidates who had been narrowed down from 8 semifinalists. Fashana is executive member of Chi Phi fraternity and has been involved with student leadership and involvement. Fashana said he plans on bringing the different departments and areas of the MU closer together.
Oregon State's One-Act Play Festival comes to Withicum Stage this Thursday, May 17th. The festival, which features 6 original one-act plays written, directed, and acted by students, has an entertaining mix of dramatic and comedic shorts. Beginning on the 17th, the festival will run for 3 days until May 20th. Tickets are $8 for general admission, $6 for seniors, and $5 for youth, while OSU students only pay $4. Be sure to support your fellow students and catch a show. It's now time to turn it over to Joe Hedberg for a look at sports. Joe?
Thanks, Brittany. Hello, Corvallis, and welcome to your Monday edition of sports. The Beavers were able to hold off the Utes of Utah in Salt Lake City over the weekend, taking the series 2-1. The Beavers, who scored 11 runs on Friday's victory, fell Saturday but came back and won Sunday. Oregon State plays at home tomorrow against Portland State, so let's get out there, fill Goss, and cheer on the Beavers. The season has ended, unfortunately, for Oregon State's women's golf team. The Beavers shot their best round of the 3-day, 54-hole tournament on Saturday, posting a 17-over 305 at the par 72, 6,575-yard Colorado National Golf Club to finish in 22nd place with a 72-over. The tournament concludes Oregon State's season, which included 4 top 5 finishes and its first trip to NCAA regionals in 6 years, and just the second in the past 9 years. In local hockey, the Portland Winterhawks fought off elimination and forced a Game 7 for the Chenoweth Cup on Saturday night. I was in attendance for the game, and the Portland Hawks played out the competition by having more shots on goal. The game was tied at the end of first at one goal apiece. After a scoreless second period, the Hawks scored the go-ahead goal to take a 2-1 lead. However, the Oil Kings of Edmonton answered back with a goal to tie the game. With just under 3 minutes to go, the Hawks took the lead and the win from the slapshot goal. Game 7 is tonight in Edmonton. Go Winterhawks! Finally in sports, more updates from the Stanley Cup playoff action. SportsIllustrated.com is reporting that the New York Rangers eliminated the Washington Capitals in Game 7 on Saturday to move on to the Eastern Conference Final. They are playing the New Jersey Devils in Game 1, and the score is 0-0 at the end of the second period. In the Western Conference Finals, the Kings took a 1-0 series lead over the Phoenix Coyotes last night by a score of 4-2. This is your sports, and be sure to tune in tomorrow for more updates right here on KBVR.
That's all the news we have for you tonight, but be sure to check in tomorrow at 7 right here on KBVR for more of the news that matters in your life.
Have a good evening, everyone.